Hey everyone, welcome back. We are looking at this beautiful staircase here. You can see we have those pie-shaped turning stairs there that we're going to be covering with vinyl plank flooring. We are step up vinyl, and we take flat vinyl plank flooring and we modify them into stair nosings so that you can use the vinyl on your staircase. So you're going to get to see here a quick demo of the installation and the transformation of this staircase. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button and check out our channel. We have lots of videos about exactly how to go about doing this in detail, how to do that installation, and if you'd like some nosing made, you can check us out at stepupvinyl.ca and we can get that done for you with your vinyl. So it's a perfect match on the top and the bottom there. So we're going to go ahead and get this first tread into place here. We're using PL Premium to secure it. We're going to slide it in. So our installers are always making sure that they have all of the boards prepped and prepared in advance. So we take the vinyl plank and we modify it into that front nosing, the part with the bend, and the rest of it you're cutting out of those flat vinyl planks. So we did do those cuts in advance. We do have detailed videos on the channel that show you exactly how to do that if you're interested. The risers are made out of the vinyl as well. It makes it super easy to clean with that vinyl plank flooring there. And then you can see here there's that second board that's being clicked onto the nosing. The beautiful thing about this solution is that there's no lips, there's no unevenness in the step itself. It's a solid surface when you're stepping down on it there, and as I said before, it's a beautiful consistent finish with the colors there. A number of customers will often comment asking why we work from the bottom to the top of a staircase. We do understand that this may result in our installers having to stand on the recently installed and recently glued nosings, but it is intentional and for a reason, and that reason is to get those beautiful flush finishes. So that riser that's just been put into place, the cut edge is at the top, which may not be exact or consistent, but as this nosing gets put onto place, that lip is covering that up for a beautiful, perfect finish. The backboard on the nosing just put into place was also ripped, and so that back line might not be an exact cut, and this riser that's now being put into place, we are making sure that that flat factory edge is the one that's down, and so when it is put into place here, you can see it's going to have a perfect, beautiful finish there. So that is the reason for it. We do pre-cut everything, so it's really limiting how much time anybody's going to have to be standing on the stairs. So we are coming up near the top now, about to get to the landing, and you're going to see here on the landing, this is the reason why our solution to staircases is just so wonderful. Because the nosings do have the click on it, not only does that make it a completely flat and flush tread, but whenever you're going into a situation with a landing or at the top of your stairs, once your nosing is in place, you can just click the next board and keep clicking. And so that nose piece is completely attached to the rest of the flooring that's going into place, and everything is using that clicking system that already exists for the vinyl plank flooring. If you're looking for details on how to cut these nosings that go up onto landings where the boards have to go further on either side, please hit that subscribe button and check out our channel. We have lots of detailed videos that can give you those details there, and you'll be able to follow along and make sure that you can do it for your installation as well. So as is often the case on a lot of these installations, you can see here as this nosing is getting put into place, the landing itself is longer than the actual nosing front part. Okay, in some cases we have shown where we actually make the nosing a little bit longer and then cut out the nose part. But in this one, with it being so far back into it, what we're doing is we are putting some little pieces in place here. The key is that the click edge is both left on these pieces and lined up. So even though these are not clicked in or formally attached on the left and right as you're looking at it right now, when we click that next board down into place, they're going to be held and secured in that position. And then they're also glued down onto the floor, so it's going to be a nice finish. When you're working with boards like these ones that have variation in color, you're making sure you're picking the ones in the right color family so it does look like one solid board there. And then once that nosing is in place on the lip, then we're just going to continue on with this landing. So you're installing it exactly as you would any other vinyl plank flooring. You are cutting, you're adding variation. Yes, you could do straight boards across this all the way along. We like to add a few of those little clicks in the middle, use up some of the short pieces that you might have had from your flooring install, and or just add that variation that you would see when you're dealing with multicolored vinyl flooring, so that it's consistent with the installation on the rest of the flooring there. So you're just going through and measuring each piece and getting that installed. If you are looking for tips and tricks on how to just install vinyl plank flooring, we also have that content on our channel, so you can hit that subscribe button or check us out at stepupvinyl.ca. check out this beautiful install so far. That vinyl plank flooring, it turned into those nosings and the landing. And now we are onto these pie-shaped stairs. A number of customers reach out to us and they're unsure what to do with these. Yes, we can use our nosings on them because the actual nosing edge is straight. The only thing that we wouldn't be able to do is if the nosing edge is rounded. For these ones, if you're overwhelmed by it, we definitely recommend reaching out on our website, stepupvinyl.ca, and we'd be happy to come in and help you out. There's also more tutorial videos on our website if you were wanting to try it yourself. We suggest doing it one step at a time. So we're starting here with the nosing piece. It's been cut to fit pretty much straight across with that slight angle. And then what we did for these next pieces is we used cardboard to figure out what we needed. So cut the cardboard into the length of a vinyl plank, and then you're going to set it into place, draw it, cut it, bend it as needed, and then you're going to replicate that with a vinyl plank that you're going to cut into place to make that. So you can see here that this one is taking, I believe it ends up being 4 boards, the nose, that one we just did, and then this final one. I will mention that that final corner up in the top, when it's quite small, it can be quite hard to get it clicked into place. So you might want to click it onto this board first and then install it all as one. We have had customers who have taken their cardboard and cut it out to be the whole size of the stairs, and then they glued a whole bunch of vinyl together and then cut it into the shape. That's another solution that you could go with as well, as long as you're making sure that everything is a tight finish, especially along the left side there, because there is nothing going on at the angle side. You do have a little bit of wiggle room because that riser is going to be there, but not a whole lot of it. So you got to make sure you just take your time and get everything cut out and into place. So we're getting this riser into place, and then this one. This is the trickiest of all of the pies because you'll see that the left-hand side is not just a solid straight line. It's not just a triangle. It's quite a funky shape. So again, we used cardboard here, laid it into place, bend it, cut it with an X-Acto knife, got it all set up to be the exact shape of what we would need our nosing or our vinyl planks to be, but before we went and cut the vinyl. Obviously, you can only really cut once with the vinyl, so you need to be making sure that you've done all of those measurements and all of those variations ahead of time, got it exactly right, and then gone ahead and did the next one. So we got that first board into place, and we're just going to be putting them in one board at a time. Especially on these ones, you really do need to install them one board at a time. You can't slide it in as a big solid chunk because of the shape of it, obviously. But really making sure that you're getting that nice solid click into place. Okay. Remembering also that your vinyl plank flooring is installed on the floors with clicks and variations inside of it. And so for this one, because of the 2 different angles that are there, we just made sure that we used the boards, left those side clicks in place. And so that's another way that you can make it a little bit easier. Cut one side and then cut the other side, and getting it all into place. Again, just really making sure everything is tight and secure in there. Okay. As you are clicking boards back onto that nosing, it's really, really important that you are holding it into place. Obviously, that clicking motion is putting pressure backwards towards the nosing, and so you don't want to have it coming out of place, and you're going to be making sure that it is solid and tight there. All right, and now for that back corner. And we're being really generous with that PL Premium adhesive. One of the reasons we really love it is that it is movable. It takes a little while to dry, so it gives us that flexibility when we are installing. But then it becomes tacky and very, very solid fairly quickly. It takes about 12 to 24 hours to fully adhere, and it really does give us that beautiful finish. So again, you can check out the other videos on our channel that explain in detail why we do each of these things and what each of these steps look like for us. Here's that tiny little corner piece that I mentioned before. You want to make sure you get that in nice and tight. But yeah, check out the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also check out our website at stepupvinyl.ca, and we have tons of tips and tricks on how you can go ahead doing this yourself. All right, 2 down and 1 to go. So we're going to get that riser into place here. Again, everything was pre-cut and ready to go so that when we get to this point of installation, we're able to do it very efficiently, and we're really minimizing the amount of time that we do need to be standing on the stairs, and any chance that things would be moving out of place. You'll also see that our workers are going to do their best to keep their feet on the landings and the bottom surface as much as possible. And then if they do have to go stand up on any of the stairs, they're going to make sure that they're always putting in a straight downward pressure. They're not using their feet to give any sort of traction forward or back. That's always using the arm strength and those muscles when putting them on into place so that they're not shifting any of the boards below them. This would also be how you as a homeowner would want to be moving up and down the stairs over the next 12 or 24 hours as the glue sets. So we are getting these final boards into place on these pie-shaped stairs. Again, a lot of customers have asked us about these. Is it possible? Yes, and the vinyl is a really great solution for them. It gives it a really beautiful, consistent finish, and you're going to see here when it's all in just how wonderful that really does look. Vinyl is just such a lovely solution for any flooring, let alone the stairs, with how well it wears in that it has those wear layers. You're not going to scratch it. You're not going to, pets aren't going to ruin it. It is waterproof. It is super easy to clean. And it really, really is a great product. And with our nosings, you're able to make this really beautiful finish that continues onto your stairs. So there's no interruption and no interruption in color as well. So with those pie steps done, we are just going to continue up the stairs using the exact same process that we've been using all along, starting with the risers, getting those into place, and then continuing on with the nosings. It really is. I absolutely love this color of flooring that they've gone with the vinyl, and it gives such a beautiful finish to be able to continue it on the stairs as well. And there we have it. Getting so close now. There's such a debate going on online as people move away from kind of these more gray toned floorings into more natural and brown tones. So please let us know in the comment section below which one are you leaning to? Which one is going to be that timeless finish that's going to stand up to all those trend changes? This one's neat. It kind of has both in it, but which one is your preference? So as we're watching these final stairs get put into place, I did just want to mention that after the vinyl has been installed, there is a final step where we are going to be applying a very small amount of caulking along the left and right hand side of the treads and the risers along the walls that are there. So most customers, as you can see, these ones choose to get a nice fresh coat of white paint on the stringers on the sides there, and then that caulking is going to be put into place. Some people, when they go to do this installation themselves, they are glad to have that caulking if there's any variation in the cuts. Obviously, we're making sure that everything is super nice and tight, and we're only adding that tiny little bit at the edge to add that very beautiful finishing touch. If you would like to know how to go about doing that and what product to do it, you can find the tutorial videos on our channel if you hit the subscribe button and head over to the tutorials playlist. And here we are coming up to the very top. You can see that the flooring has been laid above the stairs. Ideally, we would do the stairs first, and then the nosing would be able to click into the flooring above. But it's often the case that we come into a property or people find us after they have laid that, which is fine. We can definitely manage it, and you're going to see how we do that here. We do have detailed videos on the channel for that as well if you hit that subscribe button, and you'll be able to see how we get that into place. So just that recap. This is what we started with, that staircase above and below the landing and those pie twisting stairs there, and then here is the finished product. Absolutely love the variation in the vinyl. And here we go from the bottom up that landing and around the corner. If you like our work, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. As I said, check out our channel for all the tutorial videos. You can find us at stepupvinyl.ca, and we'll see you in the next video.